Hello friends, welcome to day 4 of our super reading 21-day program. I hope you are making progress and you are improving your reading speed. So day 4, the theme for day 4 is refining your pacing. So now we have learned, we learned a simple technique called visual pacer, how we can use visual pacer to enhance our reading speeds. So on day 3 we used visual pacer consistently for like 10 to 12 minutes, and I personally observed my speed increasing from like on the day 0. I had my base reading speed was like 242 words per minute, 242 words per minute, but using a visual pacer technique it increased by 50% to 363 words. And then yesterday on day 3 it increased even further to 396 words per minute. So as compared to base rate, that is day 0, my overall reading speed has increased almost 64%. That's so amazing, right? So now I hope you are also improving in somewhat that range or even better than me. You can even do better than me, and then with the reading speed. And then let's move on to day 4 of our program. So today's theme is refining our pacing. So what we will do is we will try to even enhance more the visual pacer technique to even increase our speeds to even more extent. So what we will do is, let's see. This is called micro refining. So whatever we know about visual pacer, we'll try to improve some aspects of it. What are the aspects? So as I have told you, as I've already shown you how to use the visual pacer, but now what we'll do is, some of you might be doing like this, this is a finger. If you are using a finger, then some of you might be doing it in a wrong way, so we want to rectify that, right? So you might be doing it like this, like this. You might be moving your fingers like this, so it's not the right way, because how many times will you rotate your fingers? Like, how many will you move your fingers? Your fingers will get strained, it will pain, right, after some point of time. And when there is an introduction of pain in such kind while reading, you will tend to move away from reading, right? Like, you will find it, kind of a tiresome act. We don't want to do that. We want it to be very smooth and enjoyable, and very consistent process, right? So we'll not do that. What we'll do is, we'll go like this. So just keep your fingers steady, and we'll move like this, like this. We will move the entire arm. So we will move like this. So like this. Okay, so that is the one first micro refining technique that I wanted to tell you. Second is, now most of you might be reading your book while it is on table. Like, you might be reading it like this. So you have to actually bend your head, tilt your head in downward direction, and then you have to do that. Why do you do that? Because you want to have clear visibility of the words. So if I'm sitting like this, if the more the distance between the book and the face or the eyes, the smaller the words seem to be, right? So what we want to do is, we want to rectify this as well and refine this technique as well. So what we'll do is, we'll hold a book. So maybe you can hold it like this, or like this, like fold it. Or some of you might want to hold it like this, or some of you want to actually take some back support and hold your book like this. But the main intention is, hold your book flat on the face. Like, your eyes should be directly visible. Your eyes should directly hit the words, so that words seem as they are, like with the exact font size. And then you have to use the visual pacer like this. So these were the two refinements that I wanted to tell you. And when I did this, let me tell you. So action for today was like, you should read for 10 minutes using this technique. And I did it first myself, and to tell you what were the results that I got using the same technique, like using the visual pacer, but with these two refinements, my speed even further increased to 440 words 440 words per minute from 396 words per minute. So as compared to my base rate on day 0, my speed has increased almost 81% now. That's really amazing, right? And I'm damn sure you will also increase your speed, and you will also increase your comfort with the new refinements that I've introduced. And what are other benefits of this upright posture that we are planning to hold? When you're bending like this, there is a lack of oxygen. Like, your oxygen intake capacity reduces by almost 25%. But when you're upright, you are directly taking in the oxygen, and that avoids a brain fatigue or brain fog when you are in this position. But when you are taking the oxygen directly, a necessary and sufficient amount of oxygen reaches your brain and your mind is alert basically. And also with the alert pose, with your spine erect, so you are more alert basically. So this also helps in your focus and comprehension. You'll find it in later stages. So that was all about the today's action and the micro refinements that we want to do. Apart from that, I have small notes. So these are some of the simple things that I wanted to tell you, which can help you change your mindset, refine your mindset, as well as the activity that we are doing. So we are making the progress. And you might have heard a common saying that practice makes perfect. There is nothing like perfection, friends. There is nothing like perfections. Once you attain perfection, there is nothing more to achieve, right? So what's the purpose of life? No use, right? So what I refined it in a so I want to modify it in a way that practice makes progress. What is that? Practice makes progress. So once you practice more and more, you progress more and more. As we have been like watching from day zero, I have increased my speed, and same for you. You might have also increased your speed. So don't aim for perfect comprehension or perfect retention, because there is no such thing like perfect comprehension. You cannot achieve perfect comprehension while reading the book. Like you will achieve 80%, 90%, but you cannot achieve like perfect comprehension and perfect retention of whatever you read. And if at all you are doing that, maybe you can apply for Guinness Book of World Records, right? For perfect comprehension and perfect retention of whatever you read. And so that they can ask you, Guinness Book of World Record people can ask you what was on the like 7th page, 3rd paragraph, 4th line, 6th word, and then you can tell them, and then you might get your name recorded, right? So if that's there, super good, super fantastic. But almost it doesn't happen, right? So you should not aim. You should aim for maximum retention, maximum comprehension. That's what you can aim. And also, since I have found this personally with myself as well as a lot of people overestimate what they can do in a day. So we have been continuing this with the same reading speed since we were like 7 to 8 years of age. We have been doing it for so many years, and then we never tried to evolve the technique. So what I'm trying to convey is, don't try to expect too much progress in such a little time of like 5 days, 10 days, or even 20 days by the end of this program. Obviously you will increase, obviously the reading speed will increase, you will make the progress, but don't expect it to be like super fun, like super quick, that your base rate was 200 and you will get to 1000 words per minute. Obviously you will get to that time, get to that point, but it will take some time. It might take some few weeks, few months, or some few years in some cases, but we'll not let that happen. With this fantastic techniques that I'm going to teach you, it will take just a few weeks to few months, like couple of months, like 1 or 2 or 3 months max. So don't overestimate what you can do in a day. But also, and usually people underestimate what they can do in weeks or months. So you might be underestimating what you can do with the speeds that you are going to achieve with this program, right? So once you practice this for 1 year, I'm damn sure your reading speed will increase to 1000 words per minute or even more. I'm damn sure. And road to mastery is mastering the basics. So you should master the fundamentals. And what are the fundamentals? As of this point, we have learned the fundamentals of using visual pacing techniques, and we have refined it in even further. So those are the fundamentals. Once you master these fundamentals, you can do wonders, my friends. So focus on that. And so I wanted to end today's session with one of the fantastic quotes from Bruce Lee. He said that, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear a man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So just imagine, like there are two people. One person has practiced 10,000 different variations of kicks, and he's not at all master in any one of them. He had just practiced one type of kick once. But on the other side, the other person has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So just imagine the level of mastery this person has over that one particular kick. He will be the best, if not one of the best in the world in that particular form of kick. If he gives that kick to someone, then there may be so much of fatality, right? So that's why even Bruce Lee feared that guy, the one who has practiced 10,000 times that particular one kick. So what I wanted to convey is like you should continue to practice this particular foundational techniques, and with this foundational techniques your reading speed will skyrocket. Okay, so let's summarize very quickly. So what we learned is use your whole arm while visual pacing. Instead of doing like this, you should move your whole arm. And then next one is you should sit straight like in an upright posture, and try to tilt your book in such a manner that your visual, you can directly see the book flat on, so that you know the words appear in their natural state, in their original state, and you don't have to tilt or bend to look them to see the actual font of the book. Okay, and next is for some of you, very few of you, the word per minute speed might fluctuate. Some of you might have noticed in some cases the word per minute has reduced than the previous day, but there are a lot of factors that go into it. It depends on the time of the day that you're reading the book, and what temperament or state that you are currently. Maybe sometimes you might be reading the book in the early morning, sometimes you might be doing it after work hours, or when you're tired. Obviously when you're tired, your mental state is not good enough and not sharp enough to read it in a faster manner. So obviously it might fluctuate depending on the number of like the timing of the day, and the temperament, and there are a lot of factors like lighting and the environment, and the environment around you. So don't worry too much, but on a consistent basis your speed should increase. Like it should generally increase. If even if it has decreased for a day, it should increase on the next day. So try to read early in the morning when your mind is fresh. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell about day 4. I hope your speed will increase today as well with these two micro refinements. And let's continue on this program, my friends, and become super quick readers, right? So that was all about today. Have a nice day, my friends. Have a nice time. Bye bye.